Folks, it's Ellie. Welcome to the Trans Truther. I wanted to redo the video I did yesterday of the mitochondrial DNA argument people are having about transgender women. Not the men, just the women. Basically, there's some women on the internet saying that we aren't real women, even after surgeries and whatnot, that we are not real women because we don't have a uterus and we don't bleed every month and have period cramps. People like Melanie Phillips or Jermaine Greer or Faith Goldie, I mean, these people are just spreading so much disinformation. It's pathetic, okay? The whole thing they're leaving out of their monologues is that we were born in the wrong body. We were born in a male body, okay? And even though we were, the male body has mitochondrial DNA. It has natural estrogen levels, as in the natural female body has natural testosterone levels. Both bodies have both, okay? And after a hormone replacement therapy, when we're on that for life, it's not like we just do it up till surgery and then once we have surgery, that's it. No, we have to do these drugs for the rest of our lives. And as we keep doing them every year by year, the body does change somewhat, not fully, of course. I mean, you'd be foolish to even think that. But once we've had our surgery, we're females, okay? We got a vagina, we got breasts, we got, like, what's the argument? You're sitting there crying about we don't have a womb and we don't have, we don't bleed, we don't have periods, we don't have period cramps, so we can't be real women. Look, we're sorry. We were born to the wrong body, okay? That whole sentence right there kind of annihilates all of their arguments because we were born in the male body, okay? We didn't ask for this. It's a birth defect. But these women keep pounding into our heads that we aren't real women. We are real women. We were real women right off the bat, okay? And it's like this. The spirit and the body of a transgender person are two different genders, okay? The spirit is either if the spirit's female, the body's male. If the spirit's male, the body's female, okay? That's the whole point of transgender. So we have to transition our gender to what it is and of our spirit, and that's the only problem. It's a birth defect. They've proven that that the eggs are either overexposed to testosterone levels or estrogen levels for longer periods of time than normal, and those eggs are transgender children waiting to be born basically when the eggs get hit with the sperms, and that's boom, it's set in stone. You're transgender right from that point, okay? So there's no just a guy wakes up one day and wants to be a female. That's not how transgender works. You've always been a female, okay? You might not have known it, but you always have been, if you're an MTF, which is a male to female. So they switch your body to female to match your spirit, so then your body's in harmony and it's in sync. But when your spirit and body are different genders, it's such a conflict, and they're constantly in conflict. And it's running around calling us mentally ill because we have some term called gender dysphoria. Look, that's a term they gave the medical boards of most, in the States and Canada, and I know for sure, as a reason to get our surgeries, okay? It's like, well, ours are paid for here in Canada, and that's the reason. Gender dysphoria simply doesn't say birth defect, because a lot of birth defects are not covered under medical, state or provincial medical plans. So they call it gender dysphoria, and they even say gender dysphoria is not a mental illness. You know who's saying that? People who are sitting in the bar at night talking to their redneck buddies. Like Steven Crowder and Ben Shapiro and Alex Jones, Paul Joseph Watson, Joe Rogan. All these guys are sitting there spreading bar talk. I mean, it's totally garbage. It's bunk. I just debunked it. We were born in the wrong body, okay? It doesn't make us, it has nothing to do with the mental status The mental status of any family line, you could find more mental illness in normal people than you would in transgender people. Actually, a lot of transgender people are very solid up here. You have to be transgender and survive it, okay? The conflict is enormous, and until you get it all figured out, you're constantly in conflict. And a lot of times people don't know why until they find out, okay? It's not like you just grow up as baby. Like some do right from childhood, but very rarely. I mean, children don't really have the understanding that an adult has, okay? And that's why I'm so against children with this transgendering thing, but that's a whole other video. I digress. Basically, you can just say it this way, okay? If you don't want to believe we're females, don't. Like, it doesn't change what we're doing and what our mission is. And you can sit there and insult us and laugh behind cupped hands and snicker and point. It doesn't change anything. We're still transitioning to females or males, depending on which sex is transgendering, okay? You can't stop that with your snickering and laughing and or your stupid phony mitochondrial DNA. We know we don't have the same strength of mitochondrial DNA that a natural born female has. We never will, because we were born in the wrong body, okay? They can only do so much now. But just think in the future when they can give us wombs and when they can give us all the parts and pieces, the fallopian tubes and everything in the uterus, when they can do that, then what are you going to say, okay? You know, like, it's like a never-ending argument with these people who just won't accept that we were born in the wrong body and we have to change our body to match our gender, okay? It's not that hard. If you just think about it, run with me on this one. Trust me, it works. And if you're born in the wrong body, male or female, you're not going to have the same DNA that the natural born of the species have, okay? It's common sense. That's not new news. I'm sorry. But basically, I just wanted to straighten this whole thing out. The fact that we were born in the wrong body moots your argument, okay? It means nothing. None of your points mean anything. We were born in the wrong body. Simple as that. And you can't change that. So I hope this cleared up things. If you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments. You know, I'll answer them. I got nothing to hide. And I really would rather educate people than let these morons create disinformation and misinformation all over the internet. Not one of them has a medical degree. Not one of them has a doctorate. I don't see Dr. Ben Shapiro or Dr. Alex Jones. I have never seen that. So until they have a doctorate, they maybe shut their pie holes and stick to fact, okay? If they don't like transgender people, they don't have to. But they have no right using their avenues, their platforms to diss us, okay? We are what we are. We're doing what we're doing. And you can't stop that with your hate. So let's end the hate. Let's create proper and correct information. And just accept the fact that we were born to the wrong body. It's a birth defect. We didn't choose it. Okay? And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.